EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints.
Tampa Bay.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Shotgun now for Breeze. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up on the Jordan right. It's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Saints nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he brings us up past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Hill. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hill now to throw. Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
That's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go with Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
41. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That's caught. The tight end Hill.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Open man is Michael Thomas. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hill. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Kamara. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Hill. Complete over the middle. That's Cannon. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. Hill. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Hill. The defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And they'll let one go deep for Howard. forward. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
A 41-yard gain.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
He's taken.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. It's caught. Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this week. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they'll have to start thinking about keeping it.
It'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. Levante David in on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Operating from the gun. Hill airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Hill. This is intercepted, intended for Hill. Carlton Davis picks it, and he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not.
It's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And it's second down. Deep for Gronkowski. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 21-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
I can't help but laugh. And the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's their quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive, because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. End zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. But it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Hill looking long for Thomas. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Yeah, here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Second and 9 now. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
49-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans. Rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10.
Davis picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Pressure comes and down he goes. Marcus Davenport able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
It's third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
Their own 16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and now it's second down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Marcus Davenport in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth.
A 45.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. It's incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Cameron Jordan, his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Going up top for Miller. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and that'll bring up second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Shotgun now for Breeze. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Jordan Whitehead there defensively.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that 4th down stop we just witnessed as they hold a commanding 3-score lead in the 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay.
.54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Is intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off near the 42. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he'll let one go deep for Howard.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's Breeze. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down.
the gun. They'll look to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Buccaneers 30, Saints 3. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
11 yards there, first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this